Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at matters farming. That's why you can see me on this small kitchen garden right here. And these are what we call the kales or skuma wiki, and they have really grown. As you can see, the leaves are so big, and they are very interlocked right here. It's very hard to walk inside here. So this place we've been harvesting skuma wiki or kales for the longest, and we still have these right here. And we want to expand our garden a little bit, as I'm going to be showing you on that other side. Maybe we can go over to that side. So these kales are about 5 months or 4, somewhere there, and they are this big. So they do quite well right here. That's what I've noticed. They are doing quite well right here. We don't spray them with any insecticides. We plant them organically. So what we did is put in manure, and that was all. And then irrigating them, especially during the dry season. So let's head over to that other side right there. Coming right here, we have a small path that leads to our new garden right here. We just had this place dug up 5 days ago. And there was a lot of grass right here, as you're going to see in a video that I took earlier. We had a lot of grass right here. So we dug up the grass, removed them, and threw them away. We have some still lying here, as you can see. But we're going to be removing them later. So today I'm going to be telling you the plans that I have for this garden right here, all the way to that far end where you can see those bananas growing there. So we have a plan for this, especially for 2024. So you can come over, let me show you more. So this is the hose pipe that we use to bring water to the nursery that I'm going to show you right there. And we are thinking of buying more sprinklers so that we can be irrigating this place effortlessly. If you look closely, right here we have planted some pepper. I don't know if they have any other name. Maybe the cameraman can come here and show you. We have this right here. Maybe you can zoom in. This is one of them. This is one of the plants. We have another one right here. So what we're going to do is just remove the unwanted plants growing in this small piece of nursery, so that we can have the pepper growing alone right here. So as I said, it has been raining so much. That's why we in this trouble of unwanted things growing where they are not supposed to be growing. Right here, when you come closer right here, we have onions. This is a bed for the onions, but the way we planted these ones, we are not going to transplant them because we planted separating them the way they are supposed to be. So these ones are going to stay here until we harvest them. Right here we have coriander. We have coriander growing right here, and you can see as you can see, we have really consumed it, especially on this line right here. And yeah, we still have more growing. Okay, guys, now we're going to start planting the coriander, and this is how it's done. How it's done. Yeah, that's how it's done. We still have more left. Yeah, so this is where we get our coriander from. Right here. Maybe it has been raining a lot, such that some of them did not do well on that corner right there. So moving forward right here, we have our spinach. This is the spinach right here, and this one is ready for transplanting. That's why we have started preparing that area right there to transplant them to there. And also it did not grow very well. We still have a corner which none of them grew right here, but on this edge right here we have it growing very well. So we're going to transplant it in the next few days to come. We're going to put manure there, then start planting them immediately. So up here we have onions. We have more onions. Now these ones are for transplanting. You can see they are very dense. They have grown very much. And these ones are for transplanting to this portion also right here. We are going to see how much space we will need for these, but we are going to start here, and when we have more remaining, we can look for another space down there, because we still have more space down there to do farming as much as we want. So these are the onions. The red Creole onions is what we're going to plant down there. So up here we still have more growing on this part, and we still have to make it look decent by removing the unwanted plants growing on top. And these are the sweet potato. We have them right here, and on this line all the way to there. We are planning to extend them all the way down there, so that in the future we can have enough sweet potatoes growing on this part of the garden. Behind there we have what we call bananas, and we have planted them all the way across around the perimeter, all the way to down there. Maybe you can see the way they are going downwards. All the way to down there. We have different types of bananas that we have grown here. We have sweet bananas and some other two types of bananas that I'm not very sure of the name. I'll confirm later and let you know about. So the other plant that we are having for this piece of land is fencing off the garden. As you can see, we have already started erecting these natural fencing posts. These ones here, we have put them around the perimeter too. They are ready for the barbed wire and the chain link maybe in the future. But we opted to use these ones because right here we have a problem with termites, and they actually take down the fencing, the normal fencing posts in the shortest time possible. So what we opted for is using these natural trees that we source from around from around the forest. Yes, and they are doing quite well. You see, they have even started producing new leaves. So these ones are permanent. They don't get attacked by the termites. So they are going to be here for the longest time. So the only thing that we have to do is to buy the chain link, find someone to come and put it, and the barbed wire, and we will be good to go. Because we cannot plant our vegetables right here when we do not have a fence, because we have cattle, we have some antelopes, some hares from the forest that can come to destroy the vegetables. So we have to be very keen with that. So we are working towards this mango tree right here, and it's very much producing. You can see even the branches have leaned over. Yes, they are leaning down because of the weight. See, this mango has really produced this time around. Yes, the garden is already functioning, as you can see, and we are hoping to get a lot of yields from just this small piece of land that we are preparing right here. So this one is another type of tree, natural tree that has been growing here, and we decided to preserve it right there. Even though it is thorny, we decided to let it grow there. Yep. So that one is going to remain there. So I want to take you guys to that other corner so that I can explain to you the plans that I have with this piece of land right there. So let's go. So going down this way, we are going to make a small path just beside the bananas so that we can make a pathway for us to be walking around, just looking at how the plants are doing, or how everything is going on right here. So the plan that we are having for this place, we want to keep some chicken right here. We also want to build a small house for our farm worker at that far end. So the immediate project that we are going to be starting is digging up the pitch latrine, that far end right there, as I will be showing you later. And we're going to also build a small house for him right there, so that he can be taking care of the chicken and plants that are the vegetables that we're going to be growing inside here. So right from this big tree right here all the way to this corner where we have these bananas, I was thinking of partitioning this place right from here, just that rectangle, and plant maize or corn right here. And I am thinking of using the drip irrigation system on this half of the garden. So I was thinking of putting maize or corn right here, all the way to down there, and then fence it off to keep chicken and goats away from it. So that is plan number one. And then moving over to the other half, we are going to preserve an area for some goats and chicken and some ducks. I will also build a small pond for the ducks to be swimming inside there, somewhere right there. So maybe we can move over to this side here. As you can see right now, we do not have any visible walkway right here, but we're going to make it later. So we are going to walk over this grass right here. So as you can see, we have already started clearing the grass because we want to go and preserve it for the cattle down there. Yeah, so that we can now start clearing the bushes and digging out the grass as you've seen on that other portion right there. So these are still the bananas. This is actually the sweet banana, and I think 4 of them right there, they are of different type that I'm going to be telling you about it later. So in the future right here, we are going to have maize growing right here all the way to that corner. And we're going to be using the drip irrigation because we are now approaching the dry season where we shall not have any rains and we shall not have rains anymore. So we are going to adapt the drip irrigation right here. Right here, these are still the natural fencing posts. They are going all the way from up there to down right there, and we're going to be having the fence passing through here so that we can keep the cattle and the animals away from our garden. So it's very important to secure this garden because we are going to be putting a lot of efforts and energy into it, and we don't want that to go to waste when we would have prevented that. So let's go further down. These are still the sweet bananas right here. Yes, and the place is so bushy and the grass is so dense right here. So we are going to have it removed or cut down, and we're going to leave this place. We're going to dig it up so that it can take the shape of a garden, a very clean garden, so that we can plant maize on this half of the area. So let's go further down. Just going to be moving carefully because of the thorns. We cannot see very clearly. Yep. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done here, especially with bush clearing and grass cutting. Yes, so that we can also give these bananas a conducive environment to thrive and for them to bear fruits. So as you can see, they are doing quite well because it's actually during the rainy season, and we have not been irrigating them, but they are still doing fine. We have planted more than 20 of them around, and we are hoping to be harvesting some bananas later this year. So as you can see, the bananas are doing quite well going up there. This one is another type of banana. They are very big bananas, very huge one. So right here, this is where we want to dig up the pit latrine for our farm worker. Right here, and then we are going to build a small house right here for him so that he can be looking after the garden and the chicken and any type of domestic animal that we shall be keeping on this small piece of land. So we are going to make a very good use of this land. For it to bear some fruits, we have to actually work on it very hard. So we have another line of bananas going this way. They are still doing well, even though we have at least 2 of them that I don't know what affected them. They dried up, but we're going to be replacing them later. So after this tree, this big tree right here going up, that's where we shall have be growing the maize or the corn all the way up there, and we shall be using the drip irrigation system because we are approaching the dry season. So that will be, we shall do that for experiments to see how the maize will do right here. And going this way right here, just inside this grass, we have a huge pipe that we use to irrigate the bananas when it's the dry season. Still irrigating bananas. This is what we use. I planted these bananas just a few months ago, and you can see they have started producing already. And this one is producing when it is very small. You can see this is good progress. We are hoping that more of them are going to start producing like this one. And this one is a sweet banana. You can see the bananas are very small. Yeah. So we have others inside here. Yeah, and I'm surprised. This is the first time actually I'm seeing it producing. I did not know whether they have started producing, but I'm happy. I'm happy because now we are at that stage. We have more bananas here. Some are very huge and they haven't started producing yet. Like this one right here. This one is very huge, but it's yet to start producing. But it's okay. This one right here dried up. because of unknown reasons. I actually do not know why it dried up. Maybe it was affected by termites, or maybe the dry season got out of it. So another one right here dried up, but we have a small one coming up to replace the old one. Yeah, as you can see right here, another small one is right here to replace the old one that dried up. Yeah, so that's fine. Also, this one right here, a new one is growing up to replace this old one that actually dried up right here. Yeah, so we have only lost one right there that we're going to replace, but these ones, we have new ones growing. So right here is where we shall have the chicken coop right here, and the place is kind of sloppy. We are going to actually know how we are going to deal with this. Maybe we can build the chicken coop up there, and then we can have this place an open space for the chicken to run around and bask. Yeah, just to avoid water coming into the chicken coop and affecting them at night during the rainy season. So it will be better building it up here, then have this place as a open space for the chicken to run around. Then up there, I am actually deciding whether to keep goats or sheep, but I'm going to make a decision soon, and I will know what I'm going to keep there. But in the meantime, we want to create a small house right there for the farm worker right there. We also want to dig up the toilet right there, and then we are going to have the chicken coop here and a small open ground for the chicken right here. And then going upwards, we shall have a small garden where we shall plant onions and the rest of the vegetables that we want to plant right there. So we want to organize this small piece of land very nicely so that it can be very much attractive and interesting for anyone to just spend time right here looking at the chicken and the vegetables and the maize right there. Yeah, we want to make this place very lively, not what you see right now. We are going to change this place completely and give it a very new look in the next few weeks as I'll be taking you around soon. So that is the plan that we have for this place in regards to farming. And maybe if you have any opinions or any suggestions that you want to give me, you can actually do pertaining this type of project that I've just shown you. So we started by clearing the bushes. This place was not like this. We had cleared the bushes a long time ago just to reduce them. That's why we don't have very many bushes growing here. Only grass. We also started by planting the bananas, as you can see around. Place these ones ndio tuchukue advantage ya El Nino. Yep. As you can see, tumeongeza zingine leo hapo bananas. Hapa tunataka kufanya shamba, tunataka kupanda mahindi mpaka juu. And we cleared right on top there. But when it rained, the forest again reclaimed the place. So we want to go clearing again. And then we can be consistent in terms of maintaining the garden and the spaces that we want to work on. yeah, so that's it. Maybe if we have new plans or change of plans, I will let you know. But right as of now, that's where we are, and that's what we are aspiring to do. So if you have any suggestion, or you are an expert in farming, maize farming, or chicken keeping, or chicken rearing, you can give me any ideas, because I'm also deciding on the chicken coop design. I actually do not have one in mind. I'm still Googling so that I can come up with one that I can keep chicken here. We don't want to keep very many chicken as for now, because we are not ready to go commercially for now, but we want to keep at least 100 chicken right here. And maybe we can start now selling them slowly, and integrating into the market slowly. But we want to start small right here, so that we can gain more experience in chicken keeping before we go full blown. So that's it. We shall be working really hard right here, so that we can have a good farm right here, just a small farm right here, where we can produce a lot in such a small piece of land. So that's it, guys, for this video. I'm going to be sharing very many videos of us working on this place, especially when we were preparing the nursery for the coriander and the onion. I'm going to be sharing more videos of that, and when we were clearing the bushes and burning the bushes, I'm going to be sharing all those videos. So that's it for today. I hope you are enjoying watching my videos. Please consider subscribing, giving me comments, and also giving me opinions on the projects that I'm actually doing right here. So I'm signing out. See you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.